Hey everybody. I thought today that I would try to set up Steam on a Linux box because I read the other day that the creator of Whiskey for the Mac decided uh, not to continue making that. He was sunsetting that product in favor of the CodeWeavers crossover product, which I applaud and respect, and I wish both parties the best. Um, but it does mean that whenever I thought I was going to try to do some videos about getting Whiskey to run video games, I decided to switch over to running Steam on a Linux box and see how Proton works for running games. And I have this box that's very similar to a Steam Deck, but I think is a little bit more powerful and a little bit less powerful than the Windows 10 desktop that I have to the side. So I have some information up here about this box in addition to comparisons of the other boxes. So if we look, the box that I'm currently on has 32 gigs of memory and has a Radeon 680M and a Ryzen 7735HS. So it's not super recent, but it's not out of the realm of usability yet. So yeah, and this is in a mini forum box that looks very tiny. There's a lot of cables coming out of it right now. One going to the Mac, uh, one going to the monitor, one going to the power cable, one for the keyboard and mouse, one for the Ethernet cable, and then the Mac has a bunch of stuff too. It looks like a very Frankenstein-y kind of a situation I have over here right now. Um, but if we look at the comparisons from this machine to the Steam Deck, we see we've got a little bit faster and a few more threads. So we expect a little bit better CPU performance there. If we look at it compared to my desktop, the other desktop, we see that it's got a lot of interesting variation to it compared to the 8600. So the 8600 kind of always lands in the green, and maybe we'll be lucky and we'll land in the green, but it looks like there's a lot of differentiation in how this Ryzen chip, I guess, runs given the constraints around it. Like maybe it's going to run into throttling issues since it's in a mini case, but we'll see. Let's see, and then the other side of it is the graphics card in it. So if we look at the Steam Deck GPU, it's over here on the right on this one. It's uh, it's not quite as powerful. It's not way far behind until you look at the number of transistors and the fact that this is pouring in over twice as much, almost 3 times as many watts, and that translates into almost 3 times as many teraflops. So we expect it's going to have better performance than a Steam Deck on both CPU and GPU and memory. And it's going to, if we look at the other machine, oh, and I think I'm looking at the 1660 Ti mobile in this case, but that's actually not the one in my desktop now that I think about it. But it's still a pretty good indicator if we see it runs at 4.8 teraflops versus the 3.3. So we expect we're not going to get NVIDIA like discrete graphics performance, but we will get something better than the Steam Deck out of it. So that's kind of where we're aiming for here. So I'm going to close all these. I have not installed Steam in Fedora before, so I need to find out how to do that. Did you mean to close that? Dismiss. Steam installation with Fedora. There's an issue with Steam installed from FlatHub. The issue is being tracked. This will require enabling an external repository. Use the terminal. I like the terminal. And then I also pulled up, there was this just 3 months ago, or I guess updated 3 months. Well, maybe that means that Matt was active 3 months ago. I don't know if it means that this just was updated within the last 3 months. But it says to do the same thing. It looks like open the terminal and do the update, do the Steam. Oh, that makes it look real quick. Enable third party, menu button and software. Now enable third party in RPM Fusion. Okay. Let's see if that matches this. Launch the terminal, run the following command. Install free RPM Fusion free. That one sounds different. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one for Fedora 30. I'll update if. Oh man. Okay. This is always the trick with Steam, or not Steam, but Linux OS. It's always more than just one option to do things. So let's just try doing the third-party release thing first. So let's go over here. I'm gonna hit the menu button, choose software repositories. Let's see if I can find that. Maybe it's under software, installed, menu button, software repositories. Fedora Flatpaks, said not to do the Flatpak. Let's see, third party, enable new repositories, that's good. Okay, I think we're in good shape there. Okay, so we'll go back. We're gonna run the terminal, window key. Oh, I have it here already. Thought I would need to use it. All right, so we're gonna run sudo dnf update dash dash refresh, and gonna put in the super secret thing for me. And it's doing something. This is a good, well, I guess this is just updating its own repository, so that's not a big thing. All right, so let's do a sudo dnf install steam-y. I wonder if I should go check on the other one. Well, we'll let it do its thing here. What could we talk about while it's installing? I guess I could talk about what game I want to try with this. I was trying Final Fantasy VII on my laptop, which already has Steam on it, but it also has an NVIDIA card in it. So the default installation didn't work, so it stopped. And the next time I ran it, it downloaded a different Steam Proton uh, engine, I guess, and it got further, but it stopped there too. And I'm interested in seeing if like that's hardware related. So since this machine's fully up to date and it's running Fedora instead of Pop OS, and it's I don't know what else really matters. It doesn't have the NVIDIA. It's got an AMD integrated. So my thought is like this is it's not cutting edge. So whatever it needs in the Linux kernel, which Fedora is almost fully up to date on, uh, will be enough to make this work with our Steam packages. So we installed Steam there. And what else? Let's go look to see if it ended up not under files. That's all right. Application, Steam. Let's launch Steam. Okay, so good. So it installed itself and then it knew enough about how to update itself. So now I think, and this is the same way it works on Mac and Linux, is like it downloads a small installer and then uh, that installer client becomes like the updater pack for it. So whenever you launch Steam, it launches the updater, and if the updater says everything's okay, then it launches the real Steam that it's downloaded and managed. So I really like that process that they have. So yeah, I wanted to play Final Fantasy VII, but now that I think about it, I haven't connected a controller yet. I do have a controller here that I could connect, but I might just want to try a regular keyboard and mouse game before I do that. So there is the latest version of Baldur's Gate 3. It would be interesting to see how that runs, but I know it's like a 100 gigabyte download. So maybe once I get this updated all the way and get a download started, we can come back and see how things work with it. So we'll at least get to the page where I can start downloading it, see what it says about it to start with. I think it's fully Steam Deck compatible. It may even have a Linux client already. Don't remember me. I always forget my stuff in that case. All right, so let me put that there, and I'll drag it off screen. And I'll type in the things. And I think it's going to say it doesn't believe I'm me. We'll see. Maybe I pressed all the right buttons. Maybe it's thinking about it. Okay, maybe I'll just cut the screen and try to get it going real quick. So one sec, y'all. Let me do this. Nope, that's me. Okay. Let's try that again. All right. Okay, so I am typing in the things and still typing in the things. Sure, everybody's really interested in what's going on with this camera off. Oh, but y'all can still see me. Well, just to let you know, I'm checking on things here because I need to put in super secret stuff to make the client know it's me. And if you saw it, I'm sure you'd have access to the same level of data you can get at me right now. So I don't know how much I'm really protecting anybody here. But I'm trying, and trying is half the battle. Okay, I can share this screen again. Wait, let me close some of this stuff. I don't want y'all seeing all this stuff. Okay, can I hide that part? Nope, just makes it smaller. That's nice. Nope, hold on. Sorry, y'all. This is very interesting stuff that's happening on this screen, but if y'all saw it, well, I don't know what would happen. It would just be bad. Oh, I can't hide everybody? So many people play this game, it's ridiculous. Is there, let me go back to the store page and settings. Maybe I'll go back and edit all this out, but I don't think I will. It's a good thing I'm not sharing my screen. This would be ridiculous. Compatibility, I want to turn enable Steam Play on for, well, I need to show y'all that. Okay, hold on, let me turn this on real quick. Let me check everything on the screen. Okay. So one thing I'm going to do now that I've got Steam installed on Fedora to make it so that I can install any title and see if Proton works with it, I went into my Steam settings and down to compatibility, and it says here you can use Steam Play to test games in your library that have not been verified with a supported compatibility tool. So if I ever wanted to try something that isn't in my list already, I could check this box and that would start showing me other things to try to install, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to close it right now. I'm going to stop sharing my screen again. Okay. So much to think about whenever you're about to try to show things to people. All right, so I'm going to click into Baldur's Gate 3 again. It says, oh, okay, so it says that it's only available for Windows and Mac, so I already have to turn it, or wait, did I say I was going to try Baldur's Gate? Yeah, because they got the release. Okay, so I'm going to go back into settings. I'm going to go back to compatibility. I'm going to turn on compatibility. It's going to make me restart. So it's shutting down Steam. And it should come back up here in a minute. I hope. Could I share my screen again? Let's see. So maybe I can share my system monitor. Oh, nope, it's back. All right. Here, let me stop again. Y'all are on a roller coaster of sharing today. Alright, let me put in my password again. Hopefully it remembers me this time. It won't come back and be like, alright, go do this other secret thing, you know? Let's see. Okay, gonna go back to home. Okay, so let me show you this real quick. Alright, so I went and I checked that compatibility box, and then I came back here, and whenever I look at the top, I've got this penguin, show only games that run on Linux, and I've got show only ready to play games, which is nothing. I don't have anything installed yet. And sort by recent. So if I click on the Linux button, oh, everything stays, I guess, because I did the compatibility thing. Cool. Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do. Let's do this. So I'll make this super small. I'll drag it down like that. And I'll click Baldur's Gate 3 and it won't show anything. Yep, good, good. Okay, so now it says I can install it, and it says I've already played through it, so don't think that this is going to be a new experience for me. I'm going to install it to my local drive. Oh no, it's going to make me drag it up further. Install it. Install. EULA. Accept. Okay. So this part's probably going to take a while, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video there. But once it's done, I'm going to come back and start trying to play some Baldur's Gate 3 on a Steam Deck-like mini PC that will show me what my future as a Steam Linux gamer could be. So I hope y'all, I hope y'all enjoy the journey with me. Thanks for watching.